I'm Michelle Badeaux with KBPK, and we're here for the Chinese Lunar New Year celebration here at Fullerton College. And we're going to interview some of the people who were intricate and part of bringing this celebration all together. And we happen to have the president of Fullerton College, Cynthia Olivo. Today is the Chinese Lunar New Year, and we're celebrating here with the Badeaux group, right? And all the students here around. And I wanted to ask you, when you took on as our new president, you mentioned diversity was such an important aspect of our campus. And how are you going about that?
Yes, thank you so much, Michelle. I'm somebody who really does have diversity, equity, and inclusion as a cornerstone of my career. And I was drawn to Fullerton College because of the diversity of the student body. I actually knew that Fullerton College qualifies as a federally designated and a PASI institution, which is Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islanders Serving Institution. That's where if 10% or more of the student body is API or Native American, you qualify. And the federal government actually, creates opportunities for your college to apply for grants, to ensure that you have a college community that's warm and welcoming for API Native American students. So I was happy to see that, and when I started, I just wanted to make sure Lunar New Year was celebrated, and I found that it was not. So then I just partnered with the departments on campus that I knew would be, wanting to work with me to do this, and that's what I found, and we did it. And
I tell you right now, it's amazing the things that they have. They have the food, they have costumes dressing up for people, and just the inclusiveness of our campus, which is what I absolutely love here. And what are some of the other opportunities that we have for diversity besides not just this one event?
Absolutely. I really wanted to make sure this is just one way to celebrate and honor our APIDA students. Other ways would be for us to actually review the student success data to determine if there are segments of the APIDA community that need more support, and then work with the campus to determine what that looks like, right? Do we need a cohort program? Do we need a center? So there's a plethora of options that we could look at to determine what else is needed.
We are looking so forward to having you around campus, being part of all of these wonderful events. And it's just such an honor to be able to meet with you, for you to take your time out with us and have an interview. And I know you're busy, and I just want to thank you from KBPK and all that you've done so far. And I'm looking so forward to seeing what you do in the future for our campus.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What I hope is that students find a very warm and welcoming environment, and that the culture that you celebrate at home with your family, that you find that you can be your authentic self here, right?
Absolutely.
And that we're an extension of that kinship network. We want you to be successful, and we'll be the people supporting you just like you have in your life. We're those people as well here at Fullerton College.
And we are grateful to have you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Michelle Badeaux with KBPK. I'm Michelle Badeaux here with KBPK, and I am fortunate to interview Dr.
Abi
Samas, and we're here celebrating the Lunar New Year, and I was wondering about the opportunities that were given here for the students to be able to celebrate some of their cultures, and the APIDA Association, as you're part of that group, and that how you helped put it all together so they could enjoy this opportunity.
Yeah, sure. With my colleague over here, Dr. Albert Abutin, it was an idea that we floated around last fall semester, and we noticed that our APIDA students, which is Asian, Pacific Islander, and Desi American students, didn't have any visible support. So we came together and we thought, what if we just get a directory going of managers, faculty, and classified professionals who could be a support network for our APITA students at Fullerton College, not knowing what events we were going to bring forward in the spring, just wanted to have something tangible. It started with an Excel spreadsheet and it ended up with a booklet, which is what we have at one of these booths. And it's a booklet of now many of our administrators, faculty, and staff who identify as APITA and really just want to be here for our students, because research shows that APITA students feel invisible and forgotten. And we want to make sure that we send the message that we see you, we hear you, and we value you.
That's excellent, and I know there's about 10% of the community here at Fullerton College who are part of that culture. And you were asking about the Asian Pacific Islanders and the Desi Americans. What is Desi American?
So Desi Americans being inclusive of Asian Indian, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and South Asia. And so we know that there's also the acronym AAPI, but that leaves out the Desi American. So APITA is a more inclusive term, and it's inclusive of Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, Native Hawaiians, and Desi Americans. Okay,
well, you guys certainly have put on a great little function here. I mean, we have food, we have drinks, little bit of entertainment, and the costume I saw with the dragon is part of the festivities and stuff like that. So what is it that you feel being diversified as a community here at Fullerton College that we could push forward, so it's not just in one certain denomination or one certain culture? Are there other things that you guys can put together to provide for
Absolutely.
us?
I mean, I think the first thing in my mind that comes forward is we're under the new leadership of our new president, Dr. Cynthia Olivo, and she's really hit the ground running. She's already a mentor of mine outside of the spaces of Fullerton College. She's a mentor in the Coalition, which is an institute, a leadership institute that I'm part of. So she's already provided that leadership, but we also have such a great team at Fullerton College that continues to celebrate the diversity, continues to advance diverse, just, equitable, and inclusive programmings and events. And just even seconds ago, I was talking with other colleagues about what we can do to continue partnering together to make sure that our events aren't, don't put us in our own little silos, but actually bring the community together. And I think this is proof that the entire community has come together. And if we can use the same template to keep going, I mean, our motto here is once a hornet, always a hornet. And I think that students who come through this college feel that.
Oh, well, you guys certainly did a fantastic job. I appreciate you coming on and sharing all of this with us, and it's just been a great opportunity here.
Thank you, and happy Lunar New Year.
Thank you. And I'm here with Dr. Abutin, and he is part of, actually, he's the brainchild of all of this Lunar New Year celebration that we're having here on campus at Fullerton College. I wanted to ask you, what was your reasoning behind setting this all up?
I think initially it was just more of wanting to make sure our students had support and that they felt like they're a part of our community. Lots of times the Asian communities feels like they're invisible. And so it was just kind of a lot of us thinking about what can we do for our students. And so a couple of us got together, started thinking, okay, first let's put together a brochure so we can say, here's our staff, here's some of the people that are here that look like you or sound like you that you can relate to. And then just from that, it started a directory. It started off as a small little Excel spreadsheet. It grew into about 30 or 40 staff members in a booklet now. That booklet just kind of really points out the different people throughout the campus. So no matter where a student is, they can find someone on campus that can help them find the resources that they need.
And I think it's just an excellent opportunity for the students so they know that they are being heard, they're being seen, and providing this with them to embrace their culture has just been wonderful. And I think the thing that I was wondering about is not just the amazing diversity that I feel Fullerton College has, but your ability to reach out to the communities, the APED, is it the A?
APEDA.
APEDA,
yes.
And to be a part of that council.
Mm-hmm.
So is it something you always wanted to be a part of, or just kind of fell in your lap today?
I'll say it kind of fell in my lap a little bit more than me wanting to do it. It just felt like the right thing to do. And the more and more we did it, the more and more people I talked to, I think that we found more people that wanted to do something. So it was kind of like, all right, this is just a small little thing, and it grew and grew and grew to the point where now it's almost exploded, but in a good way, where it's out there, people are celebrating. I mean, as you can see, lots of people. So it's been great.
I think, like I said, I think it's absolutely wonderful what you're doing. And the high schools, I happen to be near and dear to Sunny Hills High School.
Okay, I went to Sunny Hills High School.
Okay, and I absolutely love it. And I always feel like the ability to reach out to all the different ethnicities, and being able to have everybody understand that they all have a voice in our community. Yes. And it's so important for them to know that.
Oh, 100%.
And you being part of it, even though it was just kind of handed to you, taking the initiative is just, I think, a wonderful. I just thank you for that, because that's exactly what we need.
Yeah, and this, like I said, this is all for our students. I mean, this is why we're in education, and so whatever we can do, like I said, to make sure that they feel a part of Fullerton College. I mean, we're all Fullerton College. That's what we're here for, and so whatever we can do to make them feel a part of it and make sure that they enjoy their time at the college, that's what we're here for.
Well, you did an excellent job, and I want to thank you, Dr. Abutin, for being here. We would like to thank all of those who joined us and gave us their insight on what was happening for diversity on our campus, and also to celebrate Chinese Lunar New Year. Thank you. From KBPK, I'm Michelle Badeaux.